Hello. How are you today?
I'm good. Oh,
I'm good, thank you. Today we are going to do a new lesson for English. And the lesson today is to try to find out what is the meaning of some words in English. And sometimes in English, we have words that have the same word. It sounds the same, it's spelled the same, but there's a different meaning behind it. Okay. Have
okay.
you heard of something like this before?
Yeah, some.
Okay. So I'm going to share with you right now on my screen here in just a second. And I'm going to give you a couple examples first, and then we can take a look at our practice for today.
Okay.
All right. So this is just an app that I have on my phone or on the computer here. And of course, when we look in a dictionary, we can see a word and then it will have several definitions, right? So in this example, the word light, right? So when we look at a dictionary, we have the word, how to pronounce it, the part of speech, it's a noun. And then you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 different definitions for the word light. Okay. So we all think of light. You might think of one way to describe the word light, but then in the dictionary, it shows more than one way.
Okay.
So, and then it also shows us some different phrases, the light of the sun. That's an example of this version, natural agent that stimulates sight and makes things visible. So this is related to seeing, light related to seeing. The second one, it says expression of in someone's eyes of emotion or mood. So this meaning of the word light is different, right? So it's a different meaning for the word. Can you think of any other words that have more than one meaning?
Mm, what about bound? Bright?
Okay, let's look up bright. Okay. So we have the word bright, it's an adjective,
Yeah.
right? And it says giving out or reflecting a lot of light or shining, right? So that's one version. We also have the second version, which is talking about somebody that's intelligent, right? Smart, right? We have the third one for bright is giving the experience or appearance of cheerful liveliness. She gave a bright smile. Okay. And
Mm,
number 4, which means clear, vibrant, or high pitched. So her voice is fresh and bright. Now, for me personally, the fourth one, I would never use it in conversation. I don't think about the word bright in that way,
mhm.
but it is one way to use the word bright.
Okay. Now I know.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to practice some others, and let me show you about some examples. Okay. So this is our example first before we start. Uh, Type the word that fits both pictures. Now, in the picture on the left, it's a type of animal, and on the right, it's sport equipment, right?
Mm,
So what is the word that means two different things, right? So you don't have to answer it right now, but let's take a look at the key idea. It says some words have more than one meaning, exactly what we just said. The light hurts my eyes, light, like light coming into our eyes.
mhm.
And second one, feathers are very light. What does that meaning mean when feathers are very light?
Feather are very light.
Yeah, what does that mean in your own words?
Mm, like it's not heavy.
Exactly, right? Not heavy or light, like the weight is
Yeah.
light. And in the first one, it's light hurts your eyes. So something that's bright.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
So we need to be careful with some of these words in English and how you remember them over time. It's just a matter of you get to know vocabulary more and more. You hear it used more and more from native English speakers or other people speaking. So over time, we can just get to know these words. And there's even words, and this sometimes can get confusing because if we don't know the word, it's hard to know how to change the pronunciation. Okay.
Okay.
Sometimes the different meanings even sound different. Okay. So the first one says, the actors leaned over and took a bow. They like from their waist down, like, okay, thank you, thank you. They take a bow, right?
Okay. Bow.
Right. In this sentence, the word bow, it rhymes with, for example, howl, howl, bow. So it's a rhyming
Bow,
word.
right? Is it same
Right?
sound? Like
It's the
bow,
same,
bow.
yes, it's the same rhyming sound. Okay.
Okay.
And then now here's the trick is look, this word bow, it looks like bow, but why don't you read it in the sentence?
The girl tied a bow in her hair. Like
Now
bow.
that's, yeah, it's not the word, right? So it's spelled the same, B-O-W,
Oh.
but it rhymes with the word low, like a bow in your hair, right? Bow.
Oh, yeah.
So if we take a bow, B-O-W,
Yeah.
or bow, right?
Bow.
So we're going to take a look at some of these examples today and practice them. So here's the first one. What fits both of these pictures? What is a tree? The stem of a tree is called, what do we call this? What do we call it on the outside of it? The brown part.
So I think for me, in case if I have like, low level of like in the English, I might look at the dog, right?
Yep.
Dog, it's barking. Bark. Can I use like the word like bark?
Yeah, the word bark. So the word bark, the stem of a tree, right? Once it's old enough, it has bark, right? And the word for a dog sound is bark. Very good.
Okay.
Let's try this one. What is this one?
Shine.
Shine.
Star.
Okay. So what do you see on the right?
Star bright.
You see a star, right?
Yeah.
And what about the person on the left?
She
She is a
star, superstar.
star, right?
Star. Yeah.
Let's try that. See if that works. Okay, great.
Yes.
Good job. Next one is okay, what are you pounding with a hammer?
The nail.
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 Yep, and on your finger you have a finger.
Yeah.
Fingernail. Right? Nail, it's spelled the same way and two different meanings. Okay. Another version of on a tree, we call it the
Okay, in case like I'm not good about like the tree, right? I might look at the animal, like the elephants. I see the trunk.
right, the trunk of the elephant.
Yeah.
T-R-U-N-K. Trunk.
Trunk.
Trunk. Very good. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. Moving on. What did she do with the ice cream?
I think, okay, you might, when you look at the ice cream, you think, oh, still, I don't like, even get it yet. But when I look at like the water, right? Like maybe the water drop.
D-R-O-P. Drop.
Yeah.
Drop. Great. Sounds good. Okay. Moving on.
Um, okay, I look at the boy and look at the leaves.
Mhm.
Is that he fall or
Yeah.
like the
So
weather, right?
the boy in the picture, he fall, fall,
Oh,
and the season, right? There's typically 4 seasons in most places of the world.
not in
Temperate,
Thailand, right? Fall.
yes, not in Thailand, but
The weather.
it's like a temperate where we have fall, winter, spring, and summer. So we have the word
Okay,
fall.
get it.
Very good. You're getting, as you get better, it's going to get a little harder, I think.
Okay. Um, she look at the birds, but the other one is, I think it's saw, SAW.
Saw, right?
Yeah.
Saw is we cut with a saw,
We
right?
cut the lock, right? The lock of the tree, right? With the saw.
Yeah, we cut wood, I would
Wood,
say, with
yeah, the
this
wood.
saw. And see is like verb one,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Verb one would be see, but it's past tense. So past tense.
Saw.
Saw. Super.
Oh.
All right, what's next?
Um, two pictures, totally different.
Totally different.
So, and when I look at the circle one, I think it's like the ball.
Okay.
And they went to the ball, right? For, I mean, the party.
Yeah,
B
this is a very formal event, right?
oh yeah, BALL.
Ball. Now, before we go on, let's go take a look again at the dictionary. Let's see if that would make sense, right?
Yeah.
So we write last time. Let's go to ball. Okay.
Mhm.
And looks like we have so this is the ball that you hit in a game, number one.
Okay.
Number two, it's the it's in actually in baseball. It's the type of pitch that you throw,
Mm.
right? And the third one, um, oh, it's part of your foot. So actually, in this example, so it's showing two of them related to sports and one of them related to the ball of your foot.
Mm. Okay.
Now, if you notice, the other one's not in there. Oh, here it is down at the bottom, right? So there's actually in the dictionary ball version one, so definition one, and it's probably the more common in
Okay.
language. So right now in English language, the word ball
Mhm.
is more probably common to be used this way.
Mhm.
And then if you keep going down, ball number two, what does it say? A formal.
Social gathering for dancing.
Yep, and that's the second version. So
Mm.
that's not as common anymore, I would think.
Mm-hmm.
So it's another way to. So
Okay.
let's check our work. Correct. And here we have it. Same one as earlier.
I think look at the animal, right? It's bat. BAT.
Yes, BAT is a bat.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah, it's mouse, right?
Yeah.
Like
So
a
one.
computer and the mouse eat the cheese.
So is it spelled the same? It would be spelled the same, but how do we spell mouse?
Mouse.
Mouse is correct.
Yeah.
All right. We'll do a couple more and then we'll be finished for this short lesson.
I think it's I see like the ring on her finger.
Ring, ring.
Yeah.
And ding,
Ring
or
the bell, right?
ring the bell, ding, ding.
Okay.
Fantastic. Ooh, what is
Fantastic.
this? This is a little harder.
What is that? It's
Is it?
um
Oh,
Magic.
I know what it is. It's yeah.
Magic.
He is a magician and he is trying to do something. And she is trying to do something to a word.
Speak.
Speak. Yes, she's speaking, but what is she doing in particular?
Particular.
It's related, same thing.
Ah.
You might have one of these competitions. It's called a blank bee.
B.
Not
She.
not not a bee like a bumblebee, but a bee for a competition.
Competition. Hmm. Can you give me the hints more?
S P
Spoke.
close.
Spoken.
S P E
Spell.
spell.
Really?
Yeah.
Spell.
Spell. He is a magician. He's creating a spell.
Okay.
And
What is
she
she
is
doing? She spell. Oh, k. Yeah. C
a yeah.
L.
Yeah, that was a little harder one. All right, this is the last one for today. Can you figure it out?
Um.
What is the man doing on the left?
Stand.
Stand. He's not standing very well. So there's something on the floor.
Shake. Rock.
Here's a rock, right? And
Yeah.
then the person on the right, what? Where is he? He went somewhere.
B. C.
He went on a T
On a
R
trip.
trip, right?
Ah, okay. Trip.
If you fall, it's a trip, you're tripping, or he went on a trip.
Ah, okay.
Okay,
Wow.
you got it.
That
Okay,
one.
that is good. That's good for today.
Thank
So I want to say thank you for today.